Right, Jens guys, what's up? Time for another video. I saw this the last couple of days on the TV news, and this is really disgusting. And I mean, it's just as bad as them damn other kind of scammers that you see about. But this is a payroll company that, you know how you get your employer, anybody's. There's all these payroll companies. Say, damn near everybody uses them these days, instead of having somebody at the desk on payroll. Well, they do it to a certain extent, but they, instead of the times where you have your company turning in and doing it all, they take all the information from their employers and all that, and they get a payroll company and do it, which I don't really care too much for that. Now a lot of people ain't going to be trusting that now. It's like this company, and it said on the news, a company that's well known all over the place, Lycan Healthcare. Lycan is an agency, that's their name, an agency that employs, like it's like a personnel agency, mostly employs people like the nursing care type of occupation. But there's a lot of other companies that use this payroll company, like actually in all over parts of the United States are affected by this. All these bunches of people got their paychecks right deposited in their account, and right after that, next day just totally disappeared. And my news, if I actually heard correctly, somebody was, whatever the fuck they did was, there were people that were overdraft like thousands or $1 million or some damn shit. What had happened is the person who owns this payroll company closed up. They sent emails to these employers, closed up shop just like that, just like it, closed up shop, sent them emails and say we're no longer in business anymore. Took the money and ran, just took everybody's paychecks, took money. There was money deposited in people's accounts. Where he ran to, we don't have no idea yet. You know, that's something to follow up on. I'll be reading up on or whatever. But the FBI is looking into it, investigating it. But it's like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck can anybody do that? This guy, go and just take the money and run it. They said in the news it was deposited into a personal account. All people's paid money was just, somehow it was disappeared from people's accounts. Some people were even overdrafted a ridiculous amount of money, more money than they even had, overdraft, and deposited into a personal account. This guy's going to get caught. We're going to find out if guy is going to get caught. But to do that to somebody that has to live paycheck to paycheck, so he can, whoever it is, can live high on the hog, just take the money and run somewhere, and we don't know if this guy is a real stupid person. They're going to find him somewhere. I'm thinking in my own mind, we don't know the rest of it yet. You know, the FBI is looking for him, but you would think somebody would probably try to take the money and maybe they try to leave the country or something. We're assuming. Unless they're that stupid and they just find them somewhere, they think they can just go to a personal account and take the money out and move it some damn kind of way. Launder, who knows? But anyway, guy that did this, they ought to get his ass, since this affected a lot of companies all over the place and all kind of people, and made them get overdrafts and all that shit. And I mean, people had to pay their rent or house payments or car payments, every damn thing and all that. When they get this guy, they ought to make a national television event, drag the guy and give him a spanking, a belt across the buttocks over, make him cry too. Spank his ass until he cry over live. This would be a live national television event. I mean, they should postpone regularly programming. It should come on every fucking channel and say regularly programming has been delayed or canceled for today, and make it so that no matter what channel you turn, you're going to see this nationally broadcast butt spanking on over live national television. live streaming in to other countries too to make an example of them. Because that's the one thing you don't do. You don't fuck with people that some of them maybe making a little above minimum wage, or maybe making a minimum wage, and somebody's gonna just close up a payroll company, which they're responsible for that shit, and just take the money and run so they can live high on a hog somewhere or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? I mean, if that was a responsible company like that, you know, would make sure people get their paychecks or whatever, even if you know, there's no profit involved or whatever. But whatever the hell they did, you know, somebody thinks they can just take some money and run, or somebody else was doing something in the company, and the company was in a hole or some damn shit, you know what I mean? But people do fucked up things, you know, and you know, companies do fucked up things too. I mean, I had years ago when I was a teenager, my stepdad worked for a trucking company where the semi trucks did not belong to the company; they were leased to some other company. The trucking company was leasing these trucks from another company, right, and paying that. And evidently, who knows what the rest of the story is. The company was kind of, you know, in a hole or something. The paychecks of the drivers were bouncing and shit, or whatever. And there was some rumors like the owner had a gambling habit or whatever the hell too. So if it ain't a payroll company, you'll sometimes have companies that'll do that. Somebody would be stealing money for a company. You might have a company owner that has a gambling habit, shit like that. But anyway, yeah, that's a little off the subject. But yeah, that guy, some shit like that. They don't need to just put that guy in jail when the feds catch him. What they should do is, yeah, give him a belt across the buttocks over live television until he cries. Different company owners that were affected by this, that used this payroll company, or some people line them all up, give them a turn, hand them the belt. I'm telling you. That's one thing you don't fucking do to people. That is just fucked up.